Dude, Gatsby was 2020. That was your opportunity.
Is that on there?
Okay, so at your tables for the next 2 to 3 minutes, discuss what your thoughts are on spreading it out versus keeping it condensed like we have done in the past. And then we will go around and see what your table has decided.
Let's keep it.
Wait, what are we keeping and not keeping?
I don't know. We're keeping it. Just Hey, James, what's your opinion? You go do a ding dong.
Yeah, you did call me a ding dong.
That was yesterday though.
Ding dong. I'm leaving the station.
Did you call that a train station?
Yeah.
What are you into this chick or something?
Oh, you say this every day. Calm down. Yes. Don't say
Hey! How do you go? Dude, get off. Get me off of that. Get me off of that. How do you I didn't even look good. Keep it. No. You never made a decision.
Alright, has every table come to a decision?
Yeah.
No.
Who said
I am
no?
in close.
I did.
Who did?
I did.
Get him.
Ah.
Alright. We're gonna start with the editors. What do you guys want to do?
I do.
Okay, so the editors say change it to the new system. What's this table say? Y'all say new? I would be all in with the blue. I would be all in with the blue. This table, what did you guys say?
New.
What did you guys say? Alright, cool. Okay, so.
Really?
Alright. So later, not today because this has been a lot.
Can I go home now?
One day next week or sometime we will talk more about the academics and the organizations and see how we want to spread those out. This is enough for today.
Can we go home now?
No. I wish, but no, not yet. Okay. So we're about to head into Pride Time. We already are in Pride Time? We are in Pride Time. That's why she just did the pledges.
Yes.
You got it.
Thank
One
you.
thing you're going to learn about this class is we don't have Pride Time. We just keep working. That's why I put y'all in fourth period. But we're not going to keep working today. So next week, let's talk briefly about next week because it's going to be a combination of hard work and fun.
So, both.
I am going to go ahead and get us
Say
started
cheese.
on journalistic writing
No.
next week.
Make sure to leave
Um,
the picture off.
We are not going to do all of the journalistic writing. The main topics that we are going to be covering for yearbook are news stories, feature stories, and caption writing. We're not going to do editorials. The yearbook is not about editorials. And we won't do as much news as we will feature.
How
Because the
are you
yearbook
gonna-
features more stories than telling the news, but we will do news because of some other things we're going to be working on. So next week we will start the writing section, but also, I don't know if you have noticed, but the students that have been in yearbook before all really know each other. And that's not just because they were in a class with each other, it's because we are a huge team and we have to work together and we have to know each other and to a certain extent like each other. And don't make that face. Yearbook is this weird, eclectic group of athletes and kids that do absolutely nothing other than yearbook, and just it's a crazy group of people that normally wouldn't all come together and like know each other and talk to each other in the hallways, but it happens in this class because you get so involved with helping each other and working with each other. So I have asked the editors, and they know this, I have asked well, Faith doesn't know this because Faith is a newly inducted editor. Our sports editor that we decided upon, we didn't vote on, decided upon, sports editor couldn't work it out to be in this class in his schedule. So unfortunately we have to have the editor in class to be able to work on things. So Faith is going to take over that position and help us out with that. So next week, and I'm thinking we're going to specifically do this during Pride time, but next week during Pride time, the editors are just gonna have some fun like games for you guys to play, not necessarily like icebreakers, like I'm gonna tell you my whole life story kind of things, but just like,
No, we're asking very probing questions about everything that we want to know.
yeah, literally not.
What's your deepest, darkest fear?
Literally not. But just kind of for you guys to get to know each other's names at the very least, and have a little bit of fun in here before we get really down and dirty and start working on a lot of heavy stuff.
Yeah, can we play Uno?
So we will be working on writing, and then we will be working on getting to know each other. There are also, and I need to get clarification on it, there are class meetings next week, like freshman class, sophomore class, junior class, senior class. And our email is very vague as to whether I just send each class, like, okay, freshmen go this day, like, to the specific classes, or if I can just take you all because it's the same meeting and then we can only miss one section of the week, because it's during fourth period. So I'm hoping that I can just take you all to one and then we're all done. But I'll get clarification on that, and then I'll change a little bit of the layout for next week. I have already, because there's a lot of stuff going on next week, I've already written next week's photo assignments up on the board. There's FFA is having a back to school meeting, back to school party, bash, they call it, on Monday. If anybody happens to be going to that, we'll need pictures of that. Water polo, fall sport now, first home game is next Tuesday. Water polo is always fun to take pictures of because it's so super intense. Volleyball has home games on Tuesday, freshman, JV, and varsity. Wednesday we don't have anything. Thursday we have freshman football, 2 games, blue and silver. Varsity football is home. Avery and Chelsea have already claimed that one. You have to be fast for varsity football. There's cross country meet on Saturday in Kingwood.
Cool.
Oh,
He's not very excited about that.
you gonna go? Cool.
We have enthusiasm.
I mean, cross country.
It's hot.
We need to talk about that, cause like, somebody can go with Tummins, but you're probably just going, right? Yeah, you're weird, you just go. Okay, and then seniors are painting parking spots on Saturday. We will want some people walking around. Our seniors, some will be painting their spots, so we don't want them to have to take time out of their day to take pictures of that. But if anybody wants to take pictures of that. So if you guys are interested in taking any of these pictures, I will also tell you, we will do kind of a crash course in photography for you guys. But if you are at all interested in taking pictures and you're like, I don't know how to do that, the best way to learn is to team up with one of these editors or anyone else that has been in the class before and has taken pictures at these events. And I will not say just because you've been in my photography class before, because yes, you know how to use the cameras, but going to the sporting events can sometimes be overwhelming because there's rules for where you can be, flash, photography, all of that kind of stuff. So if you are interested in going to any of these, like freshman football, Avery is signed up for that. Sign up and go with Avery. They will train you. The best way to learn how to take pictures at an event is to go with an established staff member that can show you what you can do and what you can't do. And honestly, I don't even know all the rules.
It depends, like.
The photographers know the rules and I don't.
Slate will let you get real close, like.
Yeah. Yeah. Freshmen and JV, they literally don't care. It's the varsity games that they like.
Well, sometimes. Depends on the varsity games, that depends.
Depends on who security
Oh, yeah.
is.
For soccer, I was sitting on the bench. I was talking to the ball people. I was sitting on the bench.
So again, if you're interested in any of these, you can just, all you have to do is grab a marker and put your name. And then we will get with you and get cameras and everything and make sure that you have somebody with you that knows what they are doing so that you know what you are doing. And also, if you've never taken pictures before in your life, but you're like, that sounds kind of fun, literally go.
Fun fact, my first time I was taking pictures for something was a varsity football game, and I had no clue what I was doing at all.
Yeah, same.
I had no clue where I was supposed to be. I had a diagram drawn.
Chelsea's first, Chelsea,
Yeah.
I'm calling you out, but I'm not calling you out. Chelsea needed some makeup hours. And she was like, Miss Eagle, I'll go take some water polo pictures because I need makeup hours. And
No,
she
this
came
is
back with
it.
pictures that went into competition.
And you texted me halfway through.
I was like,
asking me how to play, how
I
to
was like,
focus
is
the
this
camera.
manual? That was like my second photo assignment, and my first one was basketball, and I went with Avery. So it maybe seemed like intimidating, but like if you like it and enjoy it, then go for it.
Especially freshman football, if you don't think that you're ready for varsity football, if there's spots, freshman football is a good, like, place to
Freshman and
practice.
JV because the lighting is good.
For like
But
football.
So anyway, put your names up here. Please don't be afraid to put your names up here. We will make sure that you have what you need to succeed or at least learn how to succeed. And we do not judge. We don't judge. Everybody's learning. And that is, I think, all I have to tell you for today. It is officially Pride time, so I don't have to talk to you anymore.
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Well, I don't want to say family because that's the F word of your book.
We always have someone we don't like.
Oh, family.
Yeah, we're like a family.
We're a family on the court. We're a family on the court. We're dysfunctional.
You just scratch my apple.
Yeah, we're dysfunctional.
We're very.
I drop it all the time.
It's like my dad's. Hey, Mike, that's so beautiful. Dad size is wild though. Right though. Name a good dad side, I'll wait. Huh? Like a good dad side of the family?
I miss it.
We're all on this table.
My brains are everywhere.
I'm like, weren't you here?
Did we do that in this class? Oh, we did. It's not a
Okay, because I wasn't here, so do you want me to do it?
We're not gonna share them.
Oh, please don't.
at it in the real colors, it's gonna be amazing, but when you look at it on the screen, you're like,
It looks better in person. It looks better in person.
it's going to be.
It doesn't feel better in person.
I do have pictures of like the oil and the colors we'll use, but it's
Yeah,
Candler.
it just says
like,
like,
we don't have any of the ideas.
Huh?
We don't have any of the
Okay.
but yeah. We like it, it's gonna be good, and we're really excited
Why?
Yeah, that we're right that we
Okay.
before. We-
Don't worry, I got.
Wait.
Why
Oh my god, you should have seen us spending 2 hours trying to figure out how to use plexiglass this year.
And then we're like, we can't.
Why did we go
What we were lying about.
I guess she's trying to see which one looks the easiest to clean for a football game for next week.
Next week, I have no idea.
We definitely tried.
Like once she cleans it, we'll know it, but like nobody knows what the heck we're doing except the officers. And they're supposed to send out videos, they never sent out videos.
Yeah, they never sent out. I would have preferred they never sent
I
out.
was like, trying to do that rec look over it.
And messages.
Catherine?
I really don't
No.
I
I have to teach her how to do. I have to teach her how to do turns. And she has to teach me like how to dance. I don't know. And like they never sent out the videos, so like she doesn't have turns either. So like, hey, you're not getting my turns. I'm not getting my box.
30. Oh, they're supposed to.
What do you want me to do? Yeah, listen.
How long is that?
What? She'll take out the part where we all do that.
Oh, yeah.
And what's it? Dance? Womanizer? She's taking out. She's only. Would you like me to do with this?
Have y'all taken team photos?
Yes.
Do you know who took them? Was it Susie?
Try. Write it down. Yeah.
I might have
She'll have like 2 people do it, and unless
I didn't like mine.
I'll email her.
I like Rusty.
And if she was gonna do a smart decision,
Have y'all taken,
if she was gonna do a smart decision, she'd have like
Yes.
me and Sarah Grace.
did Susie take out,
Yeah, we already did that.
I'll start trying to get them.
I'm not kidding. I would sit there and go through people's Instagram and like make like a
We were like, we had
I would have been.
I was sitting there, I don't need to come to this person, so I'm gonna make Instagram, look at this tag, because all of that was, it was so bad. No, that's the one where you. Like, if I got the first name, I pick the first name, and then scroll through like the little profile pictures, and see what my thoughts, like, I had a cover of the Rockets thing they were doing.
I was like,
And I got a picture with the big right now, I was like, oh, maybe you're one of those. And so I could not find it, so I was stalking the band page, and then people following the band page, and then people following him, and I was like, I finally.
One thing you learn in this class is how to stop.
I don't know, it's easier for girls, but yeah, I feel like it always happens. He said, I found a kid from Michigan 5 minutes after meeting the dude.
Yeah, it's like, and I was like, looking, I was like, what is that? Dude, who's this guy? We're all over. I know that.
Have you seen that movie Series of Vampire?
Huh?
You know that blonde vampire dude? I kid you not, this freshman looks exactly like you.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay. So. Oh wait, can you not hear me?
Take one photo.
Alright.
So,
What's her name?
her? Trinity, why?
We're gonna help you out. We're
Okay.
gonna make you have unspoken words.
Why are the people gonna have this and adopt this?
No, bro.
Who's adopted?
We're gonna give him.
Doubt.
Oh, okay.
Don't doubt this.
I'm listening.
We're gonna have an ultimate concept.
Yeah, you own the school.
No, we're helping you with your girl problem. I say just go for it.
Be like, hey yo.
City water is not working properly.
Do not.
No.
Bro, no. Trust.
That's why I really found
You gotta work on confidence. You gotta Heather, like, that's just the groundwork right now.
I think he's gonna come tomorrow.
Oh,
Next week, probably.
that could be true.